Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about one of the most alarming and controversial stories coming out of Ukraine, and that is the situation at the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant. This facility is the largest nuclear plant in Europe, and for over a year it has been under Russian controls. The developments there are raising serious global concerns, not the faith about the war region, about the saviors of millions of people across the region. The Zaporizhzhia plant is not just another target of war, it is a ticking time bomb in the middle of an already devastating conflict. Reports have suggested that Russia is using the nuclear plant as both a shield and a weapon. By stationing troops and military equipment inside and around the plant, Russia makes it very difficult for Ukraine to strike back without risking a nuclear disaster. This is creating a dangerous game where the safety of civilians is being compromised for military advantage. What makes this situation, Russia, even more sinister are claims that Russia may be preparing staged incidents or even sabotage at the plant. Ukrainian officials have repeatedly warned that Russia could create an artificial crisis, either by damaging parts of the facility or by cutting off critical systems. Such actions would not only spread fear, but also give Moscow excuses to escalate or justify future actions in the war. Including the United Nations and the International Atomic Energy Agency has been sounding the alarm. Inspectors have been allowed limited access to the facilities, but even they have expressed deep concern about the conditions. Power outages, shelling near the plant, and disruption of situation unstable are making the entire situation into the tutor. Now, you can say, to take the higher situation unalarmed. Nuclear plants rely on constant electricity to cool reactors, and any interruption could lead to catastrophic consequences. For ordinary people living near Zaporizhzhia, the fear is very real. Imagine living every day under the shadow of a nuclear threat, not knowing if tomorrow could bring an accident or a deliberate act that releases radiation into the air. The memories of Chernobyl and Fukushima show us how devastating nuclear disasters can be. And here we are, watching a similar danger unfold in real time, but this time in the middle of a war zone. Many experts believe that Russia is deliberately using nuclear fear as a weapon of psychological warfare. By controlling the plant and keeping the world on edge, Moscow maintains leverage over Ukraine and its allies. Every new report of damage or suspicious activity at the site makes headlines and spreads anxiety, which serves Russia's interest in keeping the West cautious. The biggest question now is how far Russia is willing to go. Will they keep the plant as a bargaining chip, or could they cross the line and trigger a nuclear emergency? Ukraine has called for international protection of the facility, but so far, there has been no strong mechanism to guarantee its safety. This situation shows us how modern conflicts can create new and terrifying risks. The Zaporizhzhia plant is not only a battlefield position, but also a symbol of how dangerous this war has become. The world is watching closely, hoping that the worst-case scenario does not become reality. What happens next at Zaporizhzhia could define a turning point in this conflict. It is a reminder that war does not only destroy cities and lives directly, it also puts humanity's most dangerous technologies at risk. And right now, Russia's actions at the nuclear plant appear to be part of a much larger and much darker strategy.